Okay, we're going to get started in about 1 minute. Again, my name is Tony Ward. I am a travel agent training specialist with Evolution Travel, and I'm here this evening to have an informal yet informative conversation with you. I'm here to answer any questions you might have about becoming a travel agent. So feel free to go ahead and put those questions in the chat box. For those of you who are logging in on your computers and you're able to chat, please go ahead and put your name and where you're logging in from, where you're zooming in from. That would be great. After this webinar, you should be able to make an educated decision about becoming a travel agent with Evolution Travel. Hello, welcome from Las Vegas, Patrice from Las Vegas. This line has travel agents as well as guests who are thinking of becoming travel agents on it. One thing about Evolution Travel is we are all here to support one another. So other agents do chime in to answer questions and to offer support for other people who are coming on the line. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I want to let you guys know that this is not a full-fledged presentation. Okay, this is basically an overview along with the question and answer session for those of you who are thinking about becoming travel agents. So our company is Evolution Travel. Now, let me just give you a little bit of history about our company. R.A.W, Travel, which is our host agency, has been around since 1952. About 3 years ago, the owner of R.A.W Travel and the owner of Evolution Travel got together and decided to merge, which gives us the awesome opportunity to have a marketing side of our travel agency. Now, currently with R.A.W Travel, we are #1 with a lot of different suppliers. A few of those suppliers would include Carnival Cruise Line. We are #1 booking with them with travel. We are also #1 with Expedia TAP. A lot of you are familiar with Expedia, but Expedia TAP, the TAAP, stands for Travel Agent Association Program, which allows us to earn commission when booking travel through that particular supplier. And then we're also #1 with Funjet or Mark Travel, which services most of the Caribbean and a lot of other parts of the world as well. So those are our 3 big name people that we are #1 with Evolution. However, we work with everybody. So we are a full service travel agency. You are able to book travel for anybody, anywhere in the entire world when you work with Evolution Travel. The way the company works, I'll give you a little bit of information on that. There is a $30 fee to get started with Evolution Travel. That $30 fee actually puts you in the system, takes care of all your paperwork, and gets you ready to start booking travel and building your business. So after paying that fee, there's an application, you pay the fee, and then you're in the system and you're ready to get started. There are a series of modules that you must go through. There are 14 modules, and actually after every single module, you will have a small test. And the test is basically to make sure you're still awake and you're listening through the modules, the foundation, if you will, and the fundamentals that you will need to book travel with Evolution Travel. So after you're done with that, you'll get a certificate and you will be deemed a professional travel agent in the travel industry, which is really good because you're then able to start earning money and making commission. Now you're probably thinking, okay, this question comes up all the time. How long does it take to complete those modules? Well, honestly, it takes about 1.5 hours to complete the modules when you're going through the process. So that's really a quick process, and in 1.5 hours, you are then a professional travel agent ready to book travel. Now, will you know everything about the travel agency after you're done with that? Absolutely not. This is an ongoing learning experience. Even if you've been in the business 20 years, you're still learning because travel is an ever-changing industry. It's ever evolving and things are always changing. So there's always something to be updated, with the trainings, and so, which is super cool. Now, the trainings that you're going to do after your initial trainings are absolutely free, and they're also absolutely up to you. So depending on what you want to focus on or specialize in would determine where you would go next. I am personally a cruise specialist. I am also an all-inclusive resort specialist and then a luxury travel specialist as well. So, because those are the things I like. And I always tell people, focus on the things you like. What do you want to do? What excites you? Where do you want to go? Because if you focus on those particular, areas, not only will you benefit from the trainings that you're getting, but you'll be excited and you'll want to do it because in your mind, you're thinking, okay, not only am I learning from my clients, but I'm also learning so that I can experience this myself. And a lot of times when you do these trainings, you get to benefit from different, perks that they give you as a travel agent. For instance, we have an agent right now who's actually in Cancun as we speak because she did some training and she's out there learning about the different resorts in Cancun. I believe she's at Charisma, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys know anything about travel, I know you might not know the name of the resort, but how many of you, tell me in the chat box, let me know, raise your hand, how many of you have seen those bungalows, those really nice like bungalow suites over the water? And you see those like in Bora Bora or, Fiji. And, they also have them in Cancun. And so she's actually there at Charisma right now experiencing their resorts. Now, most times for something like that, you're going to pay $9,000, $10,000, dollars, for a week or whatever. She actually paid $75. I didn't stutter, didn't make it up. I didn't make a mistake. She paid $75 and she's staying there for 4 days, experiencing that resort so that she can sell it to her clients. That's what you call a fam trip. Now, a fam trip is short for familiarization trip. And what that means is the resorts want you as a travel agent to come out and get familiar with what they have to offer, get familiar with their product. They want you to know how the butler service works. They want you to know how all the fine dining works. They want you to know how the all-inclusive, amenities work, because that way, not only are you able to sell that to your client, but you're able to upsell to your client because your experience is so fantastic that you want to make sure your client gets that same experience as well. So they give you that, at a humongous discount because for them, it's marketing. For them, it's sales. So for us, it's a perk and it works out really nicely. After she leaves Cancun, she's actually going to Panama. She's leaving San Francisco, going to Panama, staying for 4 days. And guess what? She paid $99 and that includes her airfare. So these are just some of the perks we have as a travel agent. And I get sidetracked because I get excited and then I want to go do the training. So of course, these trainings lead to fam trips. A lot of times people say, well, how do I get those discounts? How do I do this? How do I do that? Those are part of your job, you guys. It's kind of like you do the test, you do the training, you do the test, and then you get the reward, right? So those are some of the things that you learn as a travel agent. And of course, when you get into the business, you'll be guided in those directions so that you can experience those things too. But on top of all of that, it's all about our customers. So you're able to book those trips for them. We do car rentals, we do airfare, all-inclusive resorts, excursions. We even do basketball games, football games, concerts. Beyonce's coming to town. Guess who's able to sell that ticket? You are, as a travel agent. And then you'll also get commission when you do so. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. So your client wants to go to New York, right? Your client goes to New York. They don't want to stay in a hotel and just sit there in New York. They want to actually go and experience New York. So you're actually able to book their excursions too. They want to get in a helicopter and do a sightseeing tour of New York. You can book it. They want to go to the Statue of Liberty. You can book it. They want to go see a Broadway show. You can book it. And you can get commission on every single thing they do, which is really cool. And you have to understand too, travel is one of those things that's going to happen regardless of what's happening in the world. It's something the world keeps moving, revolving, and travel just keeps on going and going and going. I always say that 9/11 was one of the worst days in our country's history, right? 9/11, everybody was afraid. It was sad. It was just a lot of turmoil going on in the whole entire world. But on 9/12, guess what happened, you guys? People went back to the airports and they were lined up again. The airports were full again on 9/12. And what that tells me is no matter what's going on in this world, people are traveling, which means that your job, your career, this business is a guarantee. And you can't say that for most things, but for travel, you can absolutely say that. So now when you're running your business, this is your business. And we always say you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And that's where these people that you see on the line, who are some of them are actually travel agents that are here on the line with you. You know, we have Onita, who is one of our up and coming leaders. We have Yolanda, leader in Detroit. Lavis, a leader in San Francisco. Vanessa, leader in, you know, the Bay Area. Here in Antioch, we have Quint. We have some really good travel agents on this line right here, right now, in support of those who want to become travel agents. So you're not in business by yourself, but you're definitely in business for yourself, and we're here to help you along the way. The culture with this company is like no other company I've ever experienced in my entire life, because everybody is here to help one another get to that next level and achieve whatever goal it is you want to achieve. You know, people become travel agents for all different kinds of reasons. I don't care if it's because you basically just need a tax deduction. And so a home-based business, as all of us know, will provide great tax deductions. You get to write off so many things that we use every day, but because you have your own home-based business, you get to write things off, like your cable bill. How many of you on the line actually like paying your cable bill? I don't like paying my cable bill, and every month it seems like the cable bill is going up and up and up, right? But with the home-based business, you're actually able to write that off, because with the home-based travel business, you know, you're probably wondering, how could I possibly write that off? I can understand writing off part of my mortgage. I can understand writing off part of my utilities. I can understand writing off some of my gas or my transportation, which of course you can do. But how can I write off my cable? Well, the cable company gives you a travel channel, right? Somebody put in the chat box that you can hear me and I'm not talking to myself. The cable company gives you a travel channel, right? Well, the IRS deems the travel channel as research and development. So because you cannot pay for the travel channel separately, and it's within that cable bill, you can then write off your entire cable bill in its, you know, period, on your tax returns. That in itself, hands down to me, is a no-brainer. Period. Okay. The $30 that you spend to get started in this company is also a tax deduction. And then we have a monthly fee. It's our business maintenance fee. And that's the fee you pay to keep your business afloat. This fee is only $69, $69.95 to be exact. That's it. That's all. That's all you have to pay. No hidden fees, no extra anything. It's only $69.95, which is a drop in the bucket for a business like this. Because not only does it cover your websites that you get, but it also covers your licensing, because we work under the umbrella of Evolution Travel and R.A.W. Travel. It covers your errors and omissions insurance. Let's say you make a mistake and you put in the wrong date for your customer's trip. That errors and omissions insurance is going to cover that for you. It covers all of your customer service. We have a customer service office in Southern California. It covers for part of that rent, part of the customer service agents. All of that is covered with that small little $69.95. But on top of that, it covers the one thing that we wanted to cover the most, which is our commissions processing, right? We want to get paid. So that covers the information that's needed and all the processing that's done in order for us to get paid. We get paid 3 times a month, and that fee covers all of that processing for us. Then you have people who are in the business because they want to book travel for themselves. You know, I got into this business because I wanted to book travel for myself. I kind of just fell in love with all the other aspects of it, but that was the main reason why I joined this business. I have a son. He's 14 now, but when I got started, he was actually 9, and I wanted to take him everywhere. So at 14 now, he's been to over 25 countries, and he's loving life. And I'm loving being able to provide him with the life that he can love. So, you know, you might want to get into this business because you want to run a travel agency and you want to book travel for other people and you're focused on that commission. You can definitely do that. And with this company, no matter if you've been in here with the company for 5 days or for 5 years, we all walk in the door at that same 80% commission, which is super cool, because with 80% of the commission, you can actually book, you know, a huge cruise or one trip. There are no quotas involved at all. There's nothing that you have to do to get that high rate. And I have to tell you guys that 80% commission off the top, walking in the door, is one of the largest commission splits in any travel company in the world, period. Hands down. So let's say you book a cruise, your commission is $1,000. 80% of that commission goes to you. So you would end up with $800. So that's really good. Now, we also have a referral program because, you know, we are a travel agency. So the more travel we're booking, the more money our company makes. So the more people we have booking travel, the better it is for Evolution Travel. So whenever you bring someone to the company, because we're always hiring, so whenever you bring someone to the company, you are compensated for that. Now, it's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. You never have to tell anybody, but we are always hiring. So, you know, if you worked at FedEx, or if you worked at Home Depot, or JCPenney's, or Macy's, or, you know, the hospital, whatever, you know, they have openings, and you tell your friend who's looking for a job they have an opening, what happens? They come to the job, you know, you put them down as a you referred them, they get the job, they're doing really good, you know, you're training them at work. Friday comes and they get a check. How many of you have ever trained anybody at your job? Tell me this. How many of you have ever trained anybody at your job, and when Friday came and checks were issued, the company says, hey, Deanna, thank you so much for bringing this employee to us. We're going to give you 10% of the money that they made for the company. Wouldn't that be great? Well, with Evolution Travel, whenever you bring any travel agent to the company, you train them, they're getting started, they're booking travel, the company gives you 10% of whatever the commission is. So remember, I told you, you get 80%. Well, that other 20%, the company splits with you, the sponsor. So you get the 80% as the agent, your sponsor gets 10%, the company gets 10%. So win-win situation for everybody involved. So those are some of the things and some of the perks with Evolution Travel. Of course, there are a lot of other things and a lot of other ways you can do it. There are no quotas. It's your business. $30 to start, $69.95 a month. And it's an all-inclusive home-based business where you have people to help you win. Okay, so what I want to do now, because this is, of course, not a presentation, it's an informal informational webinar so that you can make an educated decision about becoming a travel agent. And I'm here to answer your questions and speak to your concerns so that you can make that decision. So what I want to do right now is open up the line and let everybody and anybody who has a question go ahead and ask it. So let's go ahead. Does anybody have a question? Let's go ahead and ask them right now. What is this here? No questions, no questions, no questions. We got to ask questions. That's why I'm here. I'm here for you guys. So let's ask questions, okay? Let me see. I think is somebody asking a question here? Okay, so I have Alita. Alita is on the phone, but she's texting me. So I see that she has questions. Okay, I'll answer those questions later. I think she's yelling at me. Alita is a longtime friend. I've actually known her since high school, and now she is a travel agent. This is one of those businesses where you can actually share with your friends and look them in the face the next day. Okay, so this is not one of those lotions and potions and, oh my goodness, I sold her something crazy, now I can't talk to her tomorrow. This is something you can actually hold your head up high and be proud to say that you're actually working with your family and your friends in this business. My mom, who's a teacher, been a teacher for 30 plus years, is also a travel agent because she wants to travel during the summers. You know, we have a lot of teachers that are here. We have a couple of people who are retired military who love traveling and are using this to supplement their income. So there's so many different reasons and ways that you can use this business. Okay, so I'm waiting for questions. Somebody asked me something. Is everybody on here just ready to get started? Are there any questions? I know one good question people ask, well, do I pay the $30 and the $69 today? And the answer to that question is no. $30 is all you pay today. The $69 does not start until next month. So you have 30 days to play with the system, get in there, do your training, do what you want to do, figure out how this business is going to work for you, and then your $69 is after that. How can you ask? I'm on the meeting. Okay, so whoever is texting me from 818 number, I think, so the people who are calling in, I don't think you're able to put in a message. Excuse me. Let me see. Okay, she's asking, how can you ask a question? You click on where it says participants, and when you click on participants, it'll say, or it says chat. It says chat at the bottom. Click on chat, and it'll show you right there. Okay, do they have the Spanish trainings too? Yes, there are trainings in Spanish, absolutely. If you go to the back office, they'll be there in the back office there in Spanish and English. And the presentation is also in Spanish. There is a Spanish presentation every single week. We have a website. It's called welcometoevolution.com. If you go to welcometoevolution.com and you click on the webinars and trainings, all of them are there. Trainings in Sacramento, in the Bay Area, in Detroit, in Florida. They're all over the world, and they're all listed on the welcometoevolution.com. So please go to welcometoevolution.com, because every single thing you will want is there. Okay, great question. How do you find clients? Great question. Okay. The clients are, you find your clients. You use your marketing, you use your social media, and that's where you get your clients from. Now, we will show you exactly how to do that as far as the marketing goes. Once you get started, you will post your certificate on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter, and say, I am a professional travel agent. I can help you book your travel. Inbox me, message here, whatever. And I promise you, you'll have enough clients to last for a while. I did that 5 years ago, and I've been getting clients ever since using that. And that's the only thing I did to start getting my clients. Everybody travels, you guys. They're going to want to go to Jamaica. They're going to want to go to Disneyland. They're going to want to go on a cruise. They're going to want to go everywhere and anywhere. So be prepared, because that's where your training is going to come in at, is when you're booking clients. Okay, so text message question. What is the difference between the two prices? Okay, so Tanya, the difference is the $30 is how you get started. It's a discount price. The regular price to get started was $299. The company has been having an ongoing special for only $30 to get started. So the $69 is how you continue to maintain your business. That's a monthly fee. Now, the best part about that monthly fee is it can be offset by different things that you get with the company. You have an opportunity to make upfront money. You have an opportunity to get discounts right away. So for instance, here's a cute story. There's this guy, he got started in the business, and we have like coupons. You guys remember that the little coupon book, the entertainment magazine, or the kids used to sell for like fundraisers and stuff? You guys remember that? Tell me yes, 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 no, yes, yes, yes. That book that they used to sell. So you get access to that digitally as soon as you become an agent. Immediately, you get started today. It's ready for you today. So there's a coupon in there for Subway. Buy one, get one free Subway, right? So what he was doing was, every day at work, at lunchtime, he would say, I'll pick up everybody's sandwiches. So he would use his Evolution Travel certificate to get the buy one, get one free Subway, you know, and keep half the money. So after doing that for a week, he made like $60 in a week, picking up the lunch. And it you know, if you use it, I'm like, kudos to him for being creative. The coupons are there for you to do with it as you please. So he decided to make it work for him. So there are all kind of different ways you can offset your $69. Everything and anything that you would want, you can kind of find back there. So there are ways. I've never paid that $69 actually out of my pocket. I paid the $30, but I've never paid the $69. And I promise you guys, that $30 turned into a six-figure a year income. And I'm forever grateful for Evolution. Okay, another question. What is the catch? Sounds too good to be true. What's the catch? Here, let me tell you the catch. The catch is you actually have to work. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is something where you actually have to put in some time, do some training, learn some things, market your business, book some trips. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but you can definitely make a nice life for yourself if you are willing to work. So that's the only catch, you guys. It's not a lottery ticket. You're not going to buy a $30 lottery ticket, sit back, and then all of a sudden you got this money rolling in and these trips are popping up and you're going on all these vacations. You're actually going to have to do some work. So if you're willing to put in the work, Evolution is willing to give you the pay. And that's really basically all it is. Other than that, there is no catch, period. I know for me, my only downfall with the business is I want to go everywhere, you know? So whenever I'm booking travel for somebody else, I'm always trying to figure out how can I go? And unfortunately, there are only 365 days in the year. So that's my downfall. Do you do this full time? Absolutely. This is all I do. Prior to doing this, I owned a furniture store for 18 years. And after booking travel for 6 months, I decided this was it. This is all I needed to do. The income was right where it needed to be, and the freedom was like nothing I'd ever felt before. So now I get to work on my time and live full time. And I love it because I can be an active participant in my son's life. I get to take him to school, pick him up from school, take him to his basketball, do all those things that I love doing, and not have to worry about, getting off work or putting in for vacation or any of those things. I am the boss of my life, and Evolution Travel has given me that freedom. And yes, I do this full time for sure. Okay, how do we get certificate? What website? You get the certificate after you've done your training. The certificate will pop up in your back office after you've done your training. Too many places to visit, not enough days to go. Exactly, Nina. I completely feel this is Nina Mitchell. She's actually one of our platinum consultants. She's an IATAN holder. What that means for those of you who don't know, that means that she's helped over 300 people in this business become travel agents, and she also has made over $5,000 in commission. So she's eating on both sides of the table, if you will, or she's eating with both hands. She got a fork in one and a fork in the other. She's double dipping in Evolution Travel, which is fabulous. Same thing for Patrice Abel Vance. She is double dipping like you never want to understand. Patrice is an agent. She's on here. If you look at it, it says Danger Zone Travel. That's Patrice. She actually booked over $500,000 in travel her first year with Evolution. So, this company provides you with so much stuff. Yes, Tanya, $30. No, $30 won't give you the certificate. $30 will get you the opportunity to get the certificate. But knowing you and how smart you are, you'd have your certificate. Let me see, it's 6:30 now. You'd have your certificate by about 8 o'clock. Yeah, ready to book travel for sure. Hands down, I could bet money on it. Okay, you guys are asking some really good questions. This is a really good question answer session. I hope that everybody on here gets started. I see that we have quite a few guests. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guests right now. Okay, ready to book where I go. Okay, iPhone, you're ready to get started? Is that what you're saying? You're ready to get started? Who invited you to this meeting? Whoever that was will give you their link to get started. So go back to wherever you saw this post or whoever you talked to and asked you to get on here. Get back with them immediately and let them get you started. Don't let the sun go down. Well, I don't know what part of the country you're in. Don't let the sun come up. How about that? Don't let the sun come up without being a travel agent, okay? Okay, you guys. What other questions do we have here? I'm here to answer them for you. Great questions, by the way. I hope that you guys understand too that there's so much to this business. You only have gotten a little tiny piece of it, but the best way to find out everything is to participate 100%. So there's nothing that any one person can kind of tell you, this and this and this. Some things you just have to experience in order to actually understand. And Evolution Travel is one of those things you really need to experience, okay? So get started. Get started, get started, get started. Are there any other questions this evening? I see somebody else. I see Benita on here. Hello, Southern California is representing tonight. Okay, Tanya said, when can I start? Tanya, you can start right now. I'm actually going to text you the link as we speak. You can get started right now, and I'll actually walk you through as soon as we hang up. I will walk you through. Everybody, could you do me a favor? Pop in the chat box. Tell Tanya Tanya. Tell Tanya congratulations and welcome to the family. Tanya, we are a family here at Evolution. This is not one of those companies where, you know, you can't wait till Friday because you want to leave. You can't wait till Friday because you can't wait to get on that plane and meet us to go on that next trip. So I'm going to send you the link. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want anybody else's agent to see it or hear it and then go to it. So let me, Tanya, that first one was a typo. I'm typing it again. Everybody on here that's an agent knows that I cannot see, okay? But I have my glasses on now because nobody can see me with them on. But hey, Benita, welcome, welcome, welcome. I will be connecting you. Latanya, you guys look for her on Facebook. I am going to welcome her and connect her in all of our different pages. Anybody else on here, you know, that's thinking about this, kind of on the fence, don't really know what to do. This is something that can definitely enrich your life and help you to get whatever it is you need to get out of travel. Okay. You know, we have my son's coach. He became a travel agent, his basketball coach. And, you know, they were their AAU, so their traveling team, and they've been booking travel for years and years and years. And when I told him about, you know, the commission that he could make, he became an agent. He started booking travel. The first week that they booked travel, went on a trip, he made $5,000, 5,000, something they were doing anyway, something they had been doing for years. So what he did was he took that $5,000 that he made, put it back into the basketball organization, and he provided now a scholarship for kids who were not financially able to, you know, join the team otherwise. So he's been using his travel agent, you know, status now to provide a scholarship. Churches do it all the time for, you know, nonprofits. Businesses who have employees that travel use it because not only are they getting a commission, it's kind of like they're double dipping. You know, they're sending the employee out, they're paying for it, but they're getting a commission on it and they're getting a tax break from it too. So there's so many different ways to travel smart. You know, you have an option. People are going to travel anyway. You can either come home to a bill, come home to your receipt, or come home to a check. Who wouldn't want to go on a fabulous vacation and come home to a check? You know, they're two different kind of people. My old mentor used to say, let me see if I can say it right. I don't want to mess it up. He says, you know, people go on a trip and they come home tripping because they got to pay the bill. We go on vacations and we come home to a check. So it's a difference between a vacation and a trip, right? We take vacations. Other people take trips because they come home tripping because now they got to pay for it, or they spend too much money while they were there. So you have the opportunity and the option to figure out if you want to go on a vacation or if you want to go on a trip and come home tripping. It's up to you 100%. So, okay, it says, can you get me on all Facebook pages? How can I get on the meeting on my laptop? Okay, iPhone, I don't know who you are, but if you text me, I'll try to help you the best I can. I can't see your name. And make sure you guys, if you're on here, go ahead and sign up for a free Zoom account. It's free. But the good thing about that is when you log in from anywhere, your name pops up so people know who you are. So make sure you sign up for that free Zoom account so you'll have it. Oh, Antoinette, I'm going to have to help you get that together. Okay, Antoinette, I got you. Not a problem. Not a problem. Not a problem. Hello, darling. I will take care of you for sure. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If anybody needs me, I'm here. You can text me, call me, whatever. You have my number. Make sure you read your emails. Read your emails. I can't reiterate enough. Read your emails because there's a lot of important stuff coming down the pipeline. Make sure you stay connected and make sure you're in the Evolution Travel page, Evolution Official Questions and Answers page, and the Evolution Events page, okay? Because that information in there is priceless. And also the question and answer page, that page you can actually go to 24 hours a day. You know, we are worldwide, so at some time of the day in some region, somebody's awake and somebody's going to help you. So make sure you are connected to those 3 pages. If you're not connected to those 3 pages, the same way Antoinette just reached out to me, reach out to somebody and ask them, hey, could you get me in these pages? Because they are private pages and you can't actually find them on Facebook. You have to have somebody in the company add you. So make sure you get that in there, you guys, okay? Well, I am going to leave now. She says, I am calling. Thank you so much. I'm getting my notebook now. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Okay, you guys. Well, it's been a pleasure answering your questions. I hope that you guys got all the information you needed. I want to again welcome Latanya to the company. I love it when people get started right on the webinar. That's beautiful. Latanya, give me a call as soon as this hangs up so that I can get you started. Let me see, to somebody. Oh, never mind. I can't read that text out loud. I lost my whole train of thought, you guys. That was a good text, but I can't tell you what it is. So what was I about to say? I'm going to say this is Tony Ward, and I am the travel agent training specialist with Evolution Travel, signing off and saying I'll see you all at the bank and at the beach. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye. Peace.